Hey guys, Kev here, and I'm going to do a quick disassembly of the Vero engineering impulse here, and I'm going to install these skiff bearings. Well, I'm hoping I can. I should have the right size here. They fit in my Synapse XL, my Axon. These are the 5mm 1/16 skiff bearings. I'll probably put it in the description. I usually do, but that is 1/16 of an inch, 0.0625, I guess. I'm going to need a T8 and a T6, actually, I found out. So after this model, they must have switched to all T8s. So that's kind of cool to see. Let's get into it. I'm going to try to be careful. This pivot comes out so easy. It has come loose 5 times since I got it. And I got it yesterday. As soon as I flip it like 3 times after tightening it, it's loose again. So definitely need some Loctite on this beast. I think that's going to be the only T8. So let me move this out of the way. Well, I want to do it without taking everything apart if I don't have to. But knowing his... Wow, that was super loose too. Oh my god, I didn't even notice it was threading. Oh, shit. I'm working on getting a tray, guys. I know everybody tells me I need one, and I do. There we go. It's coming apart. I'll get one. I'll be able to separate the parts and everything. If anybody knows of a good tray, or if anybody out there makes a tray and wants to, you know, get some promotion on the channel, obviously I'll buy it, but I'm saying, you know, let me know. Anyway, these are different bearings, so this is interesting. Oh, this little guy came out. I'm not sure. It must have been holding in the backspacer there, so we'll deal with all this. Jesus. Okay, yeah. The construction on this one's a little different than the Mini and some other Veros, but not that crazy different. I think he definitely simplified things after this because he probably knew he needed to. Okay, so these do look like bearings I may have laying around. So first, let's do the usual cleanup. I'm trying to do this rather quickly because I don't want to keep you guys for too long. I know I tend to do very long disassemblies, and you know, no need for that if I don't have to go crazy. Usually it's because I spend an hour trying to put the goddamn thing back together, right? Looks like there's steel washers in here running against the scales, so you don't have, you know, titanium on ceramic bearings, because ceramic bearings, basically, as I understand it, the ceramic is almost as hard as a diamond. So it is freaking hard, right? And titanium is a hard material, but it's not like crazy hard. And the ceramic will wear in to the titanium, and you don't really want that. It'll wear into the steel eventually too, but it kind of, I guess, just wears in a path as opposed to like destroying it. I don't know. I don't know the science behind all that shit, but I just kind of wanted to mention that. I'm sure Lone Wolf will educate us in the comments. So, Mike, your time to shine, buddy. Educate me on titanium versus ceramic versus steel and why they do it the way they do it. I love to get your very nice descriptions of how things work. I really appreciate you doing that. I know I'm kind of poking fun, but I honestly want to know. So please indulge us. So I got this knife from Kyle, and I actually, if you guys have been around since the beginning, I reviewed this knife. Not this specific one, but it was literally the same. I think it was the same, other than it was a hand rub maybe, or belt satin. And I did that review and everything already, but that was really early on the channel. I still hadn't, like, figured out what I was doing. I still haven't, but, like, you know, I kind of have a groove going now. I know what I'm doing. A lot more comfortable, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know if I'll do another review, but I might. I might just do an overview of all my Veros once I have the mini Impulse back, and then I'll have all 4 of them again. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I really like this knife, and this one's mine, so, you know, I kind of want to show it a little bit. Would I have chosen the Stonewash? No, but it was what I could get, and obviously that's better than nothing, so I went with that. I'm going to have to Loctite the pivot, guys. It's just kind of the way it goes, but luckily, hopefully this one is keyed. Oh, yeah, look, it's keyed, but it's a little different. Yeah, he really did make some mechanical or whatever engineering changes. See how that pivot is keyed there? On his newer models, he has like a notch inside the pivot here, and then on the pivot itself, or inside the scale here, and then on the pivot itself that locks it in. I don't know if that's more functional than this or what, but it's interesting that it's different. So really cool. So these are not going to work, guys. This is a Gen 2 Impulse, but I guess it's still older. Is that rust? Man, I'm like a kid, right? Look at that. That's not rust, right? I think that's just the actual color of the screw. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put these back, and let's see in my smorgasbord of bearings here if I have anything. I'm thinking it's going to be the 1/4 inch. I think I have 1 pair of them too, or 2 sets of those. You know what would be cool if these fit, but I doubt it. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Should be 1/4 inch by, yep. So this is a 1/4 inch pivot by 1/16. So same size on the bearings, like the width, but it's a different size on the pivot. Instead of a 5mm pivot, you have a 1/4 inch pivot. And from what I understand I forget where I heard it, American companies use the 3/16 pivot more, and Chinese companies use the 5mm pivot. I don't know where the 1/4 inch comes in, because obviously this is made in China, so I don't know. At this point, I have no fucking clue, and we're going to see if this works. So, let's see. I think I got the right size here. It's just a matter of the fit into the actual blade. So, I'm going to leave these over here in case it doesn't work, right? And I'm definitely not going to do something stupid like take the washers out and let it run against that. Like, not doing anything crazy here, guys. So this is going back in here like that. The show side would be this side, so that's where the pivot's going to go in. All right. So it spins in here, so that's interesting. So that side has the key. Wait, was the pivot on this side? Shouldn't be. Oh, no. See that? The notch is here. So it goes through the scale. Got it. Okay. There. All right. So KPL, of course. Yeah, I also heard recently, apparently you don't even need to use KPL on bearings. I don't know. I think it was John Sorensen who said that while he was roasting me in his Facebook group because of my Evo video where I completely fucked that disassembly up. Oh, did it fit in the pocket? Yes, it just fit in that pocket. Oh, this could be good, guys. This could be really good. I mean, it's already really good. Why is this spinning with... That's weird. Maybe I just don't feel it. Sorry. It felt like the pivot was spinning, but not the... I don't know. I'm crazy. So let's get back to this, guys. I'm going to put the blade on, going like that, right? So put a little droppy drop. Trying to be really careful here and not put a lot. I always put way too much. I know that. And I'm trying to be better. So I'm just kind of dabbing. Okay? Being a good boy. We lost this guy again, so let's put this back in. I'm guessing it goes this way. Like that. And then this needs to be lined up so that it pops where that notch is. So this needs to be squared at the bottom like that. Hope that makes sense. I just need to get this guy in. Don't think it matters which way. So we just need to take that off. Pop that down on there. Okay. Try to keep that open. Everything that's inside is inside. Now the problem is this guy keeps trying to fall out. That washer, you see. Need to glue that sucker in. Let me just see if... It shouldn't affect anything putting KPL on the inside like that, but it might help that sucker stick in there. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to see because I'm not looking through the camera properly. All right, I am on there. Zoom out. Just trying to be careful. I don't want to start squeezing shit together. It might just be that I need to turn this a quarter. No, maybe we're together and I'm just an idiot. So let's try this. Nice and gentle. We don't want to scratch it. And I'm going to Loctite this, so I'm just kind of trying to get it into position. It's resisting a little, so I'm being pretty gentle here. It's going in. It's just going in slow. I'm not turning too hard. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm going to put this screw in just to get that sucker in there. And then I'm going to test the action because God knows what could happen with different bearings and whatnot in there. Yeah, so we're not looking too good on centering or anything. Sometimes you just can't put skiffs in. Like, it's a thing. Like, sometimes it makes things worse. The thickness is off or something. It's just kind of how it goes sometimes. So, but this could just be because of blade play. Yeah, there's a lot of play. So, let me see if I can tighten it up. Yeah, we still had some room there. And now, how's that look? Yeah, centering looks dead on to me. Flips out. Jeez, okay. Not quite drop shutty. Maybe I went a little tight on the pivot. Might be, that's all it is. I need it to be centered, so there's no way around that. If I can't get it centered, no play. Oh yeah, you see that? I mean, it's definitely not better than it was. It was pretty damn drop shut before, so obviously putting skiffs in, we don't want to make it worse, but I'm guessing they're going to wear in pretty quick. I I need it to drop shut on its own. I'm not going to put in skiffs for it to be worse. That's for damn show. So, what's the deal here? Let me just try something. I feel like maybe I know a little something. Which one? This one, right? It's weird. It doesn't like click together perfectly, which is weird. Damn. Man, these bearings are like perfectly fit in there. Huh. They're not. I don't know why. Remember, I don't know anything about magnets, guys, so. Yeah, these bearings just fit in there way too good. Almost too good. Jeez. I was thinking maybe I put this guy in wrong, and it was, I had it facing that way. Maybe it needed to face this way. I don't know. Stupid ass guess. I'm a little worried that these just fit too snugly in there. See how they kind of, yeah, they're almost too fitty. Too fitty. Maybe I don't use them, guys. And that action was pretty damn good without it, so. Oh, okay. Where'd you go? I'll find that later. I'm going to go back to the regular bearings, guys. It just seems to make the most sense. They fit in there. They have a little room to move. You know, and that probably helps when it comes to the action department. Obviously, you don't want a lot of movement, but, you know, if the bearings are stuck tight, then you have bigger issues, I think. So, let's do this. I'm not even going to put any more. Yeah, now look. Now the knife just kind of clicked together. It wasn't doing that before. So I think those bearings they just didn't work. They're just a little too big. I do have some other ones coming from Gillian's. And maybe I'll try that. This thing. See, now the pivot's going in a lot smoother as well. Well, once I got here, it's about the same. Probably just needed to do that, honestly. Yeah, I think I feel more comfortable doing it without, doing it without the skiffs, so, god damn it. To each their own, but yeah, sometimes the skiffs just don't fit. Like, I have a few knives now where they just would not go in properly. Like, they'd fit, but the knife wouldn't operate very well. So it obviously wasn't worth it. So I just need to get it centered with no play. No play. Maybe just taking it apart was the issue. No, there we go. Just kind of glides home. I just really like that feel in this knife. And I wouldn't want to lose that to have skiff bearings, you know. It doesn't make sense. And it's still a little tight, so. I'm going to go ahead and add the Loctite. So we might as well get that going. And then we can wrap this up. So no skiff bearings in this guy, guys. Interesting, right? Interesting. And I would love to hear from anybody who has an impulse, whether they were able to fit the skiff bearings in. They fit into all my other Veros, but those have all been the 5mm type. Something I learned yesterday was you only want to put Loctite up to like the second or third thread, and that's all you want in there. That's enough, and that'll cure, and then you're good. You don't need to cover the whole screw, because if you do, then you're going to lock everything up, which is what I did on the Evo. So, the things you know, people. Okay, I need this pivot to go through. All right, blade play. No. Put this away. And apparently it only takes like 6 or 8 hours for it to cure. Oh! No blade play. I think just playing with it for like 2 seconds, this is gonna like turn into a free dropper again. And I don't want to play with it too much, because then it starts to loosen up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is perfect. I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm going to put this in the knife case to cure. You can see, at least I can see, this sucker is dead centered. At least the tip is. I'm learning that that doesn't necessarily mean dead center. So yeah, no skiff bearings in the Impulse, at least not for me, guys. It looked like it would have worked. It just, the action wasn't as good. Maybe it would have broken in, you know, who knows, but it's already very solid and good on the bearings they give you, so I can save these bearings for something else. These, I've noticed, have been the most finicky when going in a knife. Like, they tend to be off by a millimeter or whatever, a micrometer in width or in overall diameter. Just kind of happens like that. But the Vero Impulse, guys, is a fantastic knife. It's definitely become my favorite, one of my favorite designs, and I think I like the Mini a little better, but if I could get the action from this one on my Mini, I would be in heaven. So we'll see if Joseph Vero can pull that off for me. But this has been the Vero Impulse disassembly and attempted skiff bearing swap. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.